Hi everybody, Jay here again from the Dublin Polishers. Well, I've buffed about 90% of this. I have been buffing the Odies wood butter. That's what I've used and I've buffed. It says leave for about 45 minutes. I left it on for about an hour. How's it to buff off? It was okay. It was easy enough. Now and again I get a little bit sticky on the cloth, but I didn't break into a sweat buffing, to put it that way. I used the towel that came with the gift that I received from a family member. This is not sponsored in any way, shape or form. I have to repeat this in each video in case somebody just happens to jump in and start watching this video. So the box has received 2 coats of Mr. Cornwalls Super Duper Oil, made by Odies. We mixed a tiny drop of the espresso pigment into it and I made it a kind of a tanny colour. Now, while I'm on that subject, I used probably 15-20 mils of it and I still have some left. I'm going to bring this around to the camera and show you. And then you can see I could do probably 2 more of them boxes that size with what's left in it. So if you are using this product, make small amounts, not unless you're going to be doing a batch or something large. But if you're only just doing a one-off project, only small amounts. Really goes a long way. Regarding buffing, like I said, very easy to buff. Now and then there was parts where there's a little bit of sticky, an effort to rub, for want of a better word, probably where the wax was a little bit, or the wood butter was a little bit thicker. But overall, the finish on it, and I had to remind myself, it's a satin finish, smooth as absolute silk. I have to remind you that the wood this is made from, is some of it came out of a skip and the rest of it was bits of wood that I had knocking around the workshop. So it's not a fine piece of wood or fine piece of furniture by any long shot. Farmhouse furniture is what I'd call it. It's basically just a box that's cobbled together. It's nothing to do with the carpentry skills or anything like that, thank God, because I'd be shot. It's just me doing a review on this product, simple. And I gave it 2 coats of the Super Duper Oil with the espresso pigment in it, and I've given it 1 coat of the wood butter, and I have to say the finish is gorgeous for a piece of old deal. Cheap wood, framing wood. I don't know what you'd use it for in your part of the world, maybe for crates or something like that. The finish on it feels gorgeous. Easy to buff off. I didn't break a sweat. It's nothing that nobody could use at home themselves. You don't need any tools, you don't need any equipment. A cloth, a couple of cloths, dirty one and a clean one for buffing, and just a bit of effort. And when I say effort, it's not that hard. I've done most of the box. I'm going to come around and do the back now. Still some residue from the wood butter on it. Now, I'm using a phone to record this, so it's not going to give you a super duper high quality image. But that's about as hard as you have to rub. I'm not joking, there's no great effort in it. I'm going to bring you over in a minute and show you how it looks. I'm just turning the cloth while I'm buffing. Another tip for anyone doing a small piece at home, always be aware of the furniture you're working on. So if you're working on your granny's old mahogany table, if you have a piece of wood bouncing around on top, it's going to scratch the table underneath the bits. So have a lump of cardboard or something to protect the table underneath if you're working in your home or in your apartment or your kitchen or somewhere. Just be aware of your surroundings. Anyway, I'm going to, like, this is the effort to buffing the actual wood butter off. It's not a huge effort in it. In a few minutes I'm going to bring you over and let you see how it turns out. There's a soft sheen off it. That's how I would describe it. A soft sheen. And the gift about this is, like all waxes, oils, this is for work for us. This is going to be replaced in this box here. I showed you this in the first video. That's a box that's been knocking around since the dinosaurs walked the earth. I didn't copy it, but I made something similar. and it's just a bigger version. We've outgrown this box. We keep all our pigments and our French polish brushes and the likes of that in there. So we've outgrown it. So this is going to be basically just a toolbox, and it's going to be kicked and battered and thrown at the back of vans and that. In time, if it looks a bit worse for wear, we're going to re-oil it. If we can just top it up the butter with the wood butter and just give it another coat. And that's how simple it is to use. Hand on my heart, I could safely say to anyone, use this product. It's easy, because it is. No sponsorship whatsoever from anyone in this. I'm just giving my honest opinion. It's a very simple product to use. It's safe. It's easy. There's no harmful chemicals in it. It's just easy to use. Now, obviously, when I say harmful chemicals, you don't go pouring this stuff down your eyeball. It's not going to do you any good, is it? But in general, wear PPE if you feel you need it, but it's safe to use. In the last video I mentioned, and it's very important, if you're using any oils, not just this oil, any oil, Danish oil, linseed oil, boiled linseed oil, raw linseed, whatever, anything, tongue oil, if the cloth is oil on it, as soon as you're finished with it, outside your workshop, outside your house, outside your garage, bucket of water on the ground, drop her in it and leave it there. Bring it into your kitchen sink if you haven't got a bucket, and soak the cloth in water. Cloths covered in oil can sometimes, not all the time, self-combust. Google it, you'll find out yourself. You'll find out all the do's and don't do's on it. Other than that though, the product is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love the finish on it. Now, what I use, I'm going to bring this over now to the camera and show you exactly what I used. If you want to know more about this, you can watch either 3 or 4 videos I've done. I tried to break them up into day by day or part by part, section by section, as in the first application, second application, third application, fourth. What I also done, just before I started this video, I had no little mahogany door off a bureau there, in bits, hasn't had anything done to it. Look, you can see it yourself. This thing looks like it's been lying at the bottom of the sea for years. Wood butter straight onto it. Didn't sand it, didn't clean it. Oil straight onto it. Before I end the video, I'm going to take the tape off. Before I take the tape off, I'm going to wipe them down with a cloth and just see myself what it does to the wood, see how it turns out. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is what this product is for, but I'm just curious to see how it cleans it up, okay? So now I'm going to take you over and see if I can show you this, or maybe I'll bring the box to you. It might be easier to see if you can see the finish on it. It's very, very, very hard to see it in here, the light. There's a very soft sheen on it. Here. Come with me and you'll see. I don't know whether you can see it there, but there's an extremely soft sheen off it, and it looks really good. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Just bear with me. I'm going to take the camera. I bought one of these fancy tripod things, so you're just going to have to bear with me a minute. Sorry about this. Now, can you see me? If you can, sorry about that. I have to apologise profusely. Now, I don't know whether that's any help to you at all, but there is a nice soft satin sheen on it. Really, really, there you can kind of catch it there, the light reflecting in it. And light reflecting on a surface means there's a finish on it and there's a sheen on it. You see it there? It's a really, really, really lovely product. Here's what I used. Yet again, bear with me. First thing I used was this. Mr. Cornwalls Super Duper Oil. In this oil, I mixed this espresso, about half a teaspoonful, probably quarter. And then to finish off, now I gave the box 2 coats of this, one on one day and one on the next day, wiped off the excess. And to finish today, about an hour ago, probably just over an hour ago, I rubbed some of the wood butter on. I let it dry completely, and then I buffed it off there, and the finish is absolutely gorgeous on it. Keep in mind, this is a piece of white deal, cheap pallet wood, rubbish wood, some of it ever skip, and has a finish on it. Now, also keep in mind, if you're only doing one project, mix up a very, very, very small amount. Like I still have product left, and I could do probably 2 more of them boxes with what's left. You only use a tiny, tiny amount of the product. I'm not saying you do or telling you to do. You will only actually use a tiny amount of the product. Now, let's come over here and have a look at this piece of wood now. Apologies again for the camera angles. Now, here's the oil. You see it there? Tell you what, let me wipe it real quick. That's the oil. Can you see that finish on it there? It's actually surprisingly okay. I didn't clean the piece of wood, I didn't do anything to it. Right, I'm going to just rub this real quick. Sorry. Now, I'm going to take the tape off. See if I can prop this damn thing somewhere. Because I know myself, there's nothing more annoying than looking at some big agent, just like me, messing up. There's the oil on that side. And the wax on the other side. Just going to give it a rub and see how it looks. And remember, I have had no preparation to this. This product, I don't know whether it's recommended for use like this or not. This is just me doing a test. So we're going to find out together how it looks. Like I says, this is just a piece of scrap wood off an old door, an old bureau we had lying about, and I thought it'd be the perfect conduit. And you tell me, oil, wax. That's just the raw wood, nothing on that. That's where the tape was up the middle. So as French polishers, we often use oil mixed with certain other chemicals to rejuvenate furniture, old antiques. And to be honest with you, from what I can see there, I'm not recommending you do it, but you could try it yourself on something that you have yourself that might be a bit tired looking. If the finish is flat looking on it, tiny drop of the Mr. Cornwalls oil, and it's actually finished up lovely there. Finished up really nice. Like oil, and that's the original raw wood. Like I said, I've done nothing to it. That's just a big stupid fingerprint from me from holding it. Looks quite good. Would I recommend the product? 100%. 100%. It's actually nice. It's a breath of fresh air to actually get a product that does what it says on the tin. It works. It doesn't take much effort. You don't need to be skilled. You don't need special tools. Hang on, my tea is going cold. You don't need special tools. Just an area to work. Be aware of your surroundings, and throw the cloths in water or wet them, saturate them. That's the only tip I can give you. And like I says, it's not just this oil, it's all oils, any furniture oils, any oils. Google it, you'll find out yourself. It's a good product. It is expensive. I know, I got it as a gift from a family member, and I did look it up, and it's not cheap, but the amount you're going to need is minuscule, and it goes a long way. So if you're sensible with the product and using it, you'll have it for a long time. If you go in with a big 4-inch paintbrush and try slapper on everything, it's going to be gone in no time, and it's going to make your life hell trying to wipe it down off the piece of furniture or wherever you're working with. A little goes a long way. Always use small amounts. If you have any questions, lads, please fire them on to us. We'll be glad to help answer if we can. But overall, I am impressed, and I will use it in the future. And I will be telling friends, families, and clients and customers about it, because it is a good product. Like I said, it's a little bit expensive, but it's the kind of product that you can use again and again and again. Now, when I looked online, this is it's American, I think it's 32 fluid ounces. You can get a jar that size in this product, so it's going to be a fraction of the cost. That jar is, what size is it? Hang on a second. It's great being blind, you know that. I'll tell you what size it is. It's smaller than the big one, because there's no numbers on the damn thing. That one's smaller than that. Look her up online. Odies. Look. Like I says again, not sponsored. This is a gift. I'm just giving an honest opinion, and that's what we aim to do on this channel. Give out trade secrets, tips, tricks. Give our opinion of products, tools, and our opinion is not always right because it's our opinion. The way we do things may not be always right, but it suits us and it's been working for us for years. Myself and Joe are nearly 40 years. French polishers, 80 years combined experience, so we know a thing or two about wood. Great product, a little bit expensive, but will go a long way. I would recommend it to people to use at home. It's simple, it's easy. If you can pick up a cloth and go in a circle with it on a piece of wood, you can use this product. That's all. That's it, guys. As I said, our videos may not be polished, but our furniture is. And this one is. I'm very, very impressed with the finish on it. Like I says, the camera doesn't really show. The finish is very, very hard when you're using a phone for a camera. And you're an old boy like me and you're trying to use modern technology. Not good. I love the finish on it. Feels silky smooth. Has a satin eggshelly kind of finish. There is a finish on it, but it is protected. And the gift is in 6 months' time, 6 weeks, 6 years, if we feel to top it up with the wood butter, we just get a cloth and rub it on again. If it gets a ding or a mark or a knock, we just go through the oil process again, and then we go over with the butter again. So it's something that's, easy to maintain, look after, keep looking well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry that you have to get this close to me. No human being should have to get this close to me, but there you go. This is what happens when you get old and you can't use modern technology. I couldn't show you the tin or the bottle or the jar of wood butter because the camera is now leaning on where the box is. So I'm going to give you one last shot of the box. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like what we do, lads, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm going to try see if I can get the finish on it again. There you go now. You can see it coming up now. You can see the sheen on it. It's not a super high gloss. Very, 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 very nice satin finish. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. And my big stupid hands in the way of the camera. We hope to see you again soon. And if you have any questions, please fire them off, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.